so I could do something really quick. I'm the type of person. I got money in my pocket. Hold on. I'm the type of person. I just got off of work. Well, actually, I didn't just get off of work. I got off of work at 2 something. But something, which now I'm just going to stop calling it something because I feel it's disrespectful now at this point. But spirit, God, the universe, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but they had me at the right place at the right time. But I'm about to take my pants off though because these my work pants. These my work jeans. Well, shoot, almost all the jeans now work jeans. Nah, these jeans work. These jeans so pretty, but I chose them to be work jeans because, you know, I gotta look cute at work. But yeah, I missed one. Yeah. These pants, I love jeans so much. The ones that fit right. Because I'm the type of person and the type of body type. I did not wear this shirt to work. This is my just shirt. This is my food from work. So low key, I'm finna be smashing while I'm talking to y'all. But don't pay attention because that's not the point of this video. This ain't no mukbang. But God had me at the right place at the right time. And at first I wasn't going to listen to my intuition, but it literally did it 3 times to where I knew it wasn't just something to throw off. So I listened the 3rd time. You know, I'm a stubborn child. So the 3rd time I listened. And look at all of the stuff I got. And also, I listened. And I know for a fact, other than what, you know, other than certain things, I know that it was meant to happen because when my spiritual awakening, my journey, my eye-opening events happened, this exact book popped up into my life at the exact moment that it needed to because I wasn't yet a believer. I believed in a higher power and I believed in a God and I believed in, well, not a God, but I believed in God and that, you know, we can't all be here just because, that it never makes sense that it would be just because. So I've always believed in a higher source. But when everything started happening to me in my life, so if you ever watched my videos, when I talk about my spiritual awakening, you will know May 22nd, 2020 is when things got real. And this book was my first step when things got real into knowing that, you know, it was real. So now, not only did I have that book, so about probably 3 months after May and stuff, probably 3 months after, I'm going to say towards the end, like about December in 2020. The book that goes with this one, so I didn't know it was a whole bunch of them, but the book that goes with this one, I had got another one, and I read it. And that one didn't make as much sense as this one did, because when I read this one, it was what I was going through. When I read the other one, some of the stuff was what I was going through, but not all the way. So some of it I didn't really understand it. And that's the same way with the Bible. When I was younger, I didn't understand it. But once I had my spiritual awakening, I started to understand it. And I'm still growing into understanding it because I don't read it front to back. I haven't read it front to back. Wherever I'm guided to, that's what I've learned. Wherever I'm guided to at that time is where I'm meant to be, and I'm supposed to read it. And it makes sense when I try to read the ones that are just like I'm not pulled to. it doesn't make sense to me. But when I'm pulled to a certain spot in the Bible, it makes sense to me. Okay, so not this one, but this is another one I just got. So this is the Gospel of John. It's a little book. But with the little one I have like a lot of these now. And they're all different. And I cannot wait to read all of them. Because that one made so much sense of what I was going through. And now I'm going through way more stuff. Hey, what you doing? Tell me what you doing. I'm going to keep talking though. But yeah, so they're all different. But I'm going to let y'all see all of them. So I'm going to read this one, to be honest, because people be thinking that stuff is crazy. But I know I'm not tripping how many times I've thought something was going on inside of my body, and they keep telling me it's not, but there's something going on inside my body, and it's been for a while, and I've really researched and everything that be going on, and there's people around the world, and my own mom for that had babies, and they told them that they was not pregnant, and they ended up having babies not long after they was told that they wasn't pregnant. And Adam and Eve was not made the way that Adam and Eve made the rest of the world and how we make babies today. And there's always people who don't understand how they got pregnant because, they thought that they used the right person. Never mind. That's a different video. So I'm not going to talk about all that in that. But did I show y'all that one? It says, somebody loves me. But I'm going to show y'all all of them. So, when I was younger, I would always doubt what they was talking about in church. And, I would just be like, if God wanted me to know this, if Jesus was real, if all of this stuff is real, why wouldn't he tell me himself? So, other people telling me was not my forte. And it's crazy because this number is a theme today. 222 and 144 is a theme today. So anybody who knows anything about the Bible, the Israelites is the 144,000 people. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Anybody who, I'm glad you understand that. A lot of people don't. We are a special kind, and we have a purpose in this world, and we are supposed to be doing exactly what we feel like we supposed to be doing right now. You do? That's good. Oh, look, it says hi there. Hi. Tiny shoes. Okay, but this stuff is so not everybody will. And that is why it's 144,000. So if it's true, it's the Bible, God, everything is true. All of this spiritual stuff is true. It's just you really have to go through it to know. You can't make yourself, I don't know. You can't make yourself go through it. Guys, I got an epiphany today. A few, actually. But this morning I had got an epiphany about why Donald Trump was telling us that TikTok was a security breach for the government. To the government, TikTok is a security breach. TikTok is a China-owned app. They invented it. It's from China. So, they are in control of everything with it. For an enemy to defeat another enemy, well, the enemy to defeat their opposer or whatever, they need to have a special way in to defeat them. They need to know background information, and they need to be able to control things. So, on TikTok, America has put out every problem that we have within our nation against each other. So now, our opposers and our opposites and all that kind of stuff, who's to say they are enemies? So I'm not going to say that because I don't know if China is an enemy of the United States. But if they are, or if they're allies with somebody who is, well, the nations who are against us, we have put a lot of America's information on the TikTok app. TikTok app. And that is why Donald Trump was trying to get it banned, because it's a security breach. We're telling them our birthdays. We're telling them all of the people who are spiritual and into astrology, numerology. We all know how real that stuff is, and we all know the power within that. So I'm pretty sure China and Chinese people, y'all know how smart they are. Y'all know they at the top of the top of the top. We've given them so much information from the inside. How do you defeat somebody? You get your stuff on the inside. You get the inside information. That's why Donald Trump said that it was a security breach. The last generation. There's so much truth to everything that the Bible is talking about. There's so much truth to all the epiphanies and the prophecies that people have had, all the dreams, the rapture. Oh my God, people do not understand. Like, it makes so much sense. Like, it's just, you never know the time. Time is an illusion. Everything that people say and everything that people have dreams about or that they get epiphanies about, it's true. Like, if they're telling the truth. If they're lying, usually the people who get epiphanies like that for real, which, yes, I do. And I can't pick and choose which ones come and which ones don't come. So I can't pick the information that I get, and I can't take away or add to any information that I get. Well, I can add to it. But there is a select few of us on this planet, but in the United States, because there's a reason why we are where we are at. So we cannot forget that we are, let alone the families. You are not the center of the world. Your family is not the center of the world. Your neighborhood is not the center of the world. We are literally a piece, a particle of a bigger picture. And we have to, thank you, we are going to have to do a lot right now. In the future, however many years it take, whatever happens, however it is supposed to unfold, it's going to unfold however it really truly is supposed to unfold. But there's so much stuff going on. We need to, do y'all see how synchronized China is as a country? I mean, as a nation? The United States really don't have nothing, like, other than our military, which is a select few out of the whole thing. China and all the other countries, not all the other countries, but they're one of the ones that are very, very synchronized. And they see how dysfunctional our nation is on this app that we put all our business out there on. We gotta realize it's not just about the small things that we think everything's about. It's a bigger picture to everything. It's such a way bigger picture. It's a way bigger picture. We are all one nation under God. Not 13 continents or however fucking many. Not black and not white and not nothing. Like, it's no discrimination. God does not discriminate. We are all human beings that he put on this earth at this time for a special purpose. And, shit's gonna happen. This says, I'm Ray, I'm gay, and Jesus loves me. Why did they put that in there? So I gotta read this one to figure out. But yeah, and it's not about that. It's not everything that the human mind makes you want to go against other humans and go against what's going on and everything. Those things are not it's not oh, how do I put it? How do I put it? How do I make my mind words come out of my mouth the right way to so people can understand? Everything that seems to divide us needs to go, because we are not divided. We shouldn't be divided. We are supposed to be one together. We are all one. And to be one and all, how we're supposed to be, everybody has to cut away from their sins and cut away from their human needs and human minds and human wants and human understandings, and align to your higher self. And when everybody is in their perfect spot, the bigger picture will be the way it's supposed to be, because everybody will be doing their part. Everybody will be doing their part. And when everybody does their part, the world works the way that it's supposed to. So all of the sin, all of the heartache, all of the drama, all of the bad things that happen, it will all go away when everybody take the initiative to work on themselves, to worry about themselves and our nation, because that's how we got to work together with that too. So humanistically 3D, so I'm talking about 3D and 5D, but at the same time. So 5D, everybody work together as one. 3D, everybody get aligned with yourself and get aligned with your higher purpose and your higher spiritual powers, because we are all God's people. We are all God's children. God made every single one of us, whether you believe it or not. He made us. He is in control, and that is why everybody dies, and that is why you cannot, just because, oh, I don't want my mom to die, I don't want my brother to die, I don't want my auntie to die, I don't want my cousin to die, I don't want my baby to die. Just because you don't want that to happen doesn't mean that since you don't want it to happen, it's not going to happen, because you don't want it to happen. You have no real control. God is real. It's so much stuff. Like, it's coming at me really fast right now, because this isn't what I was going to talk about in this video. But now it's all coming to me as I'm speaking and eating. Y'all, this stuff is so freaking mind-boggling. Like, it's so much to it. It's so much to it. And we have to work. Everybody have to do their part so that we can come together and tell it. We got to be able to put our pieces together. Everybody is a simple piece of a bigger picture. We are puzzles. We are all puzzle pieces. And we got to come together and be in the right spot to make the bigger picture so that everything can work out and it be beautiful. Ugh. Damn, this is so fucking crazy. And there's so many people who are bringing us down. That's why we have to cut the bad seeds off. That's why, you know how it says, we know how like things go. They was throwing people off the boat. You know, if you don't throw the bad seeds off the boat is going to sink. Or they have to jump. So we don't know if they jumped because they didn't want to be there, or if they was thrown off because they couldn't be there, because they wasn't gonna be, they wasn't part of the plan. If you're in a really bad situation, like, we can put it in a horror movie so people don't get, uptight about it. You in a horror movie, are you going to want to be around the woman who, when the killer gets close, all of a sudden she breathes like when the killer get close? Are you gonna be by her, or do you want to go by yourself and be around a group of people who are gonna be really quiet and actually make it? That is how life is. So I don't know if they got thrown off the boat, if they jumped off the boat, but the way it seems like it go, they got thrown off the boat because they wasn't compliant. Well, that kind of sound bad, but yeah, don't twist my words when I say that, because that could be twisted a little bit. But I don't know how to explain it the way that I want to explain it, so that people that have small minds can understand. Because the people who think like me and the people who know what I'm going through right now and what's going on, they're going to understand what I mean. They're going to be able to decipher it in their own little way. But the small-minded people who haven't woke up yet, they're going to be like, what the fuck? They're not going to know. but it's very detrimental to our progression that they know. Or else we are going to have to throw them off the boat so that we don't all sink. This burger's so good. Even though I'm eating the chips though, but this burger's so good. It's falling apart though. That's why I don't eat pizza or big burgers, because this burger is really big. But I don't eat it the way that you're supposed to. I just take it apart. Okay, so let me tell you how this just went, because I didn't tell y'all. So, I'm really excited about this. So, I was walking home from across the street. So, wait, that don't even make sense. I was walking home. Okay, no, let me rephrase that. So, I was coming home, and as I was close across the street, I was crossing the street, and all of please let this video find the people who are going to understand and know exactly that I am not crazy and that this happens. So, the wind started blowing in a very weird way when I got to a certain spot in the parking lot. So, it made me look around, because the sun wasn't out. So that's an important part of my story, okay? So the sun wasn't all the way out. It was hidden behind clouds. It was really thick clouds. It looked like it was going to rain probably or something. But there was no wind in the air. That's why I said the wind blew in a very, very, like, noticeable way. And it felt like it was only where I was at. So I looked around because I was like, what is that? What's going on? And I had just walked past this really tall, like, plant when the wind blowed. So I did a full circle, and then when I turned to the plant, I didn't feel the wind anymore, and there was no wind anymore after that. After I did a full 360, there was no more wind, but the plant was like, it was going like this, and like I could hear it. Whew. Damn, this shit be sounding so crazy. But that's what happened. So I heard the plant. Not like how you can hear my voice right now. And it didn't say anything or speak words. I'm not crazy. But I heard it. I don't know how to explain it, but I just heard the plant. I heard it. And I was a few feet away from the plant, because like I just said, I had just walked past the plant when the wind had blown. So when I heard the plant, I looked at the plant, and I was like, okay, and what's that supposed to mean? So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, go back to the plant. It might be some money over there. Because, you know, my human mind was trying to rationalize it. I'll go back over there towards the plant. Maybe it's some money over there. And I was like, my other unrational mind was like, no, bitch, it's not no money over there. Stop playing. Like, you doing too much. I'm going to keep walking. Stop making me seem like I'm crazy. So I kept walking. And then I heard it again. Not my voice, but I heard the plant rustle. And I could tell it was the plant, because, like, I can hear and, like, know where it's coming from. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can do that, but just in case people can't do that, like, when I hear stuff, I can tell where it's coming from. Like, if it's a fly flying around and I can hear it buzzing, I can tell where it's coming from. That should be a skill for everybody. But, okay, so I kept walking, and then I was like, again in my head, I was like, go back towards the plant. And I'm like, no. So that was the second time. I said no again. Like, I'm not turning around and I'm not going to the plant, because ain't no money over there. So then it was just like, just turn around. And this time it was like, it was words, just turn around. But not on the outside in the world to where other people could hear it. It was just like, ugh, I don't know what the freaking heck. I don't know what to call it. I don't know. I don't never know how to explain this out loud the way that it happens because it sounds freaking crazy. But that's what happened. Just turn around. So I'm like, oh my God, okay. I'm like, let me turn around because third time's a charm. Like, usually shit like this that I don't know. So I turned around and I looked at the plant and I was like, what the fuck? No. But then when I looked up from the plant, because of course the plants, grow out the ground. I looked up. I see 224, which I had seen yesterday, and it was a big part, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, and it was a big part of my yesterday and the things that I had went through yesterday. But, so since that was like something that happened in the past, that was in the past now, I knew that that's not what I was looking for. So then, of course, 224 was after that or before that. 222. I had just saw 222 when I was leaving work on the phone. And today my angel number, when I read my stuff, it said my angel number was 6 for today. So when I saw 222 on the building, I put 2 and 2 together because since that's the second time of me seeing 222, I put 2 and 2 together. I was like 2, 4, 6. My angel number is 6. So I'm like, and something just told me to turn around. So I don't think that it's a coincidence that 222 on this building is pulling me towards to go that way. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk over there and see what's going on over there. So I walk over there. See, I can't even talk. To the 222 address. And it said, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it say, but basically it was about God. So I'm like, oh shit, it's a reason why I just got pulled here. I ring the doorbell. They opened the door for me. Well, he opened the door for me. I'm eating. Okay, hold on. It's a time frame of how I can eat this food. Because it's fresh. Well, now it's not fresh, but it was fresh. That's why now I gotta get going. So, he opens the door for me. And I'm just like, and I don't know what to say. So, since I'm telling you that they had to open the door for me, so it's a place where, it's like, you got an appointment, like what you're here for, basically. So, when he opened the door and he's like, basically looking at me like, what are you here for? So I'm like, I don't know why I'm here exactly, but I was pulled to come over here, so I came over here. So what is this? I just straight up told him like that, like, I don't know, but I'm asking, I'm here. So he invited me in. It's not anybody's house, just for people that just be doing too much. It's not nobody's house. It was a corporation type of thing. He said I could come in, and he was telling me about what it was. And then he was telling me, oh, it's something on the 3rd floor or whatever, and then this and this and this. Whoa, me saying that just made me just put my story together even more for myself. But, so, he was telling me about it, and then he took me to the 2nd floor, though. So he was telling me about the 3rd floor and what was up on the 3rd floor and what was going on with the building or whatever. But his office and where he was at and everything we was talking is on the 2nd floor. So we in his office and he's showing me the people in the other room on the other side of the building or whatever. They doing their videos. And so he was telling me about it, and he was telling me basically how, they're Christian, they're church, like churchy type stuff. And he was telling me, like, he was basically telling me how if you don't go to a church regularly or whatever, you gotta find which church and which type of, section of Christianity you are more pulled to and drawn to, what's your forte. And he was telling me which one they were. So I'm like, okay. And at this point in my life, I'm really open. And to be honest, I feel like everything goes together. Like, I am really going to travel all across, well, when I know what's going on with the world anyway, because I don't want to, there's a lot of bad stuff going on in the world. But, like, Hinduism, Buddhism, all of that kind of stuff, like, everything goes together. I don't know exactly why everybody got so, pulled apart or whatever, but it's basically the same type of stuff. So then he was just telling me about it, and I was listening, and I'm like, okay, well, I just came back here and da da da, because I didn't tell him the whole story because I didn't want him to think I was crazy. So he was like, hey Mike, and I don't know who he was talking about, but all of a sudden he had called another guy over, and he turned out to be the pastor, not the senior pastor, but the one under that one. So he was the pastor. So he was like, hey, yeah, you want to come see upstairs or whatever on the 3rd floor? I was like, shoot, he was just telling me about the 3rd floor. So I go up to the 3rd floor, and I go in there. I kid you not, as soon as I got off the elevator, it was like so much deja vu. I had a dream months ago of this setting, and it was months ago, so I didn't really think too much of it. It was just one of my dreams, and then I told somebody about my dream because it was a really crazy dream, and actually it was somebody trying to kill me and stuff. I was running away from some people trying to kill me. It was Michael Myers and Jason and all of them. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. That's why I never thought anything of it. But as soon as the elevator opened and I walk off the elevator, as soon as I step into the room, it's exactly where I was at in my dream before. So that hit me. He's talking and trying to tell me everything. Yeah, this is this and this is that. And yeah, you see up there, and yeah, look at that, and look how cute that is. And He was just telling me. And I'm just like, I know the freaking heck God didn't. I know he didn't. He playing with me too much. Like, people think I'm crazy already. Like, they're gonna think I'm even more crazy. What the freaking heck? So I start listening to him. I pick up all of these books because why not? Why not? Why not? Why do people do the bad things that they do when they can do the good things that we're meant to do? I just want to know. So he's showing me everything, and like I said, I didn't tell him at that point I didn't tell him yeah, this is like something out of my dream. I literally saw this place in my dream a few months ago. I didn't tell him that at that point. I did tell him already though, but at that point I didn't tell him. So yeah. So I was divinely guided to this place to end up going to the 3rd floor where I had already been in my dream before. I just don't know, this journey. I be trying to sit back and just, let it unfold how it's going to unfold. But my dreams tell me stuff before it happens. And I can't keep ignoring the fact that keeps happening. So he's just telling me stuff. So we just talking, church. We know what church people do that. Not to put them in a category or whatever, but you know what church people do. They talk, and they tell you stuff. Like, normal church people's type stuff. That's what he was talking to me about. So, I'm not the person that went to church and, started trying to build a relationship with God. I'm the type of person who didn't have a real relationship with God, but started going through so much crazy stuff in her life that God had to intervene and pull her in. And after God pulled me in, because he knew that I was one of his stubborn kids that need to be taught and showed everything before I could really, get on his side and get with his program. He showed me everything. He's been showing, well, not everything, because I'm still learning now. But I'm not even. It's actually a really deep story, but I'm not. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because it's like it's my personal story. You know, when I'm famous and shit, and I got my own TV show or have fuck that shit happen, however it's gonna happen. Y'all just gonna be able to see. Y'all just gonna be able to see what my life consists of. Y'all gonna get to watch it. But yeah. So anyway, long story short, because I like stories being long to get every detail right. But long story short, listen to your intuition. When spirit is guiding you towards something, whether he's trying to guide you away from somebody or some situation, like if you've ever gotten the thought that you shouldn't go somewhere that you had planned on going, and for some reason you just keep thinking maybe I should stay home or maybe I shouldn't go, don't go, because there's a reason why your intuition is trying to tell you not to go. That's happened to me before too. I was supposed to go somewhere, but I had kept getting a really bad feeling about leaving the house. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay in the house. I don't know. Something's not right. I don't feel like I should go anywhere. And I listened to myself. Turned out the next day somebody died exactly where I was supposed to be going. And they died because of some stupid people doing some stupid things. And it's very sad. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, basically, so we had a really good like hour and a half conversation. What was supposed to be me getting off of work, going home, you know, and probably relaxing for however long, turned into me getting halfway, well, me getting almost home and having to turn around and go backtrack to meet this new person and to go into a place that I had already been in my dream. So, if I wouldn't have went and if I wouldn't have listened, I wouldn't have knew that that is a confirmation that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be at. It's so much spiritual stuff that happens in my everyday life and in our everyday life. Somebody calling me. Oh, this is my auntie. I low-key might have to get off here. But I'm going to put it on YouTube and I'm going to put in the description box everything that I don't say. Just in case. Hello? Hey, it was good. It was really good. I'm actually making a video about it a little bit. What you doing? You just got off work? Oh. You by yourself? Oh. Right.